Yo, 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 hey guys, Rowan here, and welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. I've got a health top off, I've got my crew, and we're gonna talk to some folks here.
Appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Like, here I am, your innermost thoughts are known to me, and nobody once hears from you again. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos, illustrating my steadfast fidelity. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Charlton Weintrott.
My favorite part's page 6, paragraph 2. How does that go again?
Oh, it's that, homespun metaphor. The protectorate as a happy, attentive family, the Sovereign smiling beneficently at the head of the table. All such, so forth and the like.
Why, I just adored if you could recite it for us.
Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly on the up and up and in no way a hidden agent? It is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot point about that featured prominently in the latest episode of I, Red Cloak.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
How many teeth you want to swallow before you admit what you're hiding?
Say now, no need to get tough. You saw through my ruse, fine. Others in Westport fail to perceive my true nature. I am hardly one of the herd around here. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials.
Yeah, sure, the ads for Not Some Woolly Cow Cola are particularly riveting.
Ha! I am not familiar, though that does sound like one of their products. I refer to the ones for Purple Berry Crunch brand cereal. You likely guessed their influence right off, what with my assertive attitude and all. I laugh at danger. I hand make my own luck. That character is a revelation. You and I are just like him. Get up and go-getters. Say, did Auntie's Choice send you here? Don't fret. I am exceedingly skilled at keeping secrets.
That was a lot of words. Could you start over at the beginning or let me try? Hello!
Oh, you're very good at playing dumb, aren't you? I suppose that can be quite useful at times, yes? How meekly dynamic and wonderful. Now, do tell, what is the latest word from the field?
I have nothing to report right now, but I'll keep you informed as circumstances develop.
Of course. Toodaloo. Hey, why hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
What's your role here again?
Oh, my assigned profession once was automectalier, but wonder of wonders, I was reassigned. Did you know that could happen? I did not. Vigilant Hogarth tasked me to maintain the morale of other subjects by reading inspiring words from the Sovereign. I have become quite practiced at it.
Hold that thought. Be back in a bit.
Of course. Toodaloo. Hey there, go-getter.
But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now.
Hey there.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? Not so sure I ought to be speaking with you. If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest you seek out Vigilant Hogarth. That tall, stately building back yonder is his domicile. Do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate.
Anything I should know about this place that you can share, that is?
Word to the wise. Despite what you might hear, we still consider ourselves part of the Protectorate. Anyone spots an outsider engaging in misdeeds might just open fire. Why, you got a right serious look in your eye. What happened?
I'll be back.
What? Oh, yes. Goodbye.
Okay. So, next up here, we're going to pop on over to the bridge here. I'm going to talk to our bridge guardian, and we'll proceed on from there. See you on the flip side of the Outer Worlds. And we're back. All right, let's go up to the bridge here.
Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent.
I thought this was Warzone, and here you are chatting with a presumed enemy.
This is an abnormal engagement indeed. It's been a mutually assured stalemate on this part of the island for months. Why else do you think that enemy base nearby still stands? What I wish matters little. We Wardens are renowned for our discipline, our adherence to the rules of engagement. Even in unsavory company, I will not turn to needless violence, however much I have been pushed toward it of late.
Funny, I'd consider these hanged corpses to fit the definition of needless violence.
Yes. They are corporate degenerates who threatened our dominion and way of being. When we captured them, we hanged them as a warning. Now the capitalist scourge's advancement has ended. Their morale is shattered, and they do not dare encroach. I dare say this spectacle served its purpose well. If you are an enemy of the Protectorate, you will be judged. May we all take heed of such a warning.
And yet, here we are, having a nice chat. I could be the enemy for all you know.
This is an abnormal engagement indeed. It's been a mutually assured stalemate on this part of the island for months. Why else do you think that enemy base nearby still stands? What I wish matters little. We Wardens are renowned for our discipline, our adherence to the rules of engagement. Even in unsavory company, I will not turn to needless violence, however much I have been pushed toward it of late.
Funny, I'd consider these hanged corpses to fit the definition.
Yes. They are corporate
I know we
degenerates who
just
threatened our
lose.
dominion and way of being. When we captured them, we hanged them as a
I
warning.
want to get back to
Now
another
the capitalist
option.
scourge's advancement has ended. Their morale is shattered, and they do not dare encroach. I dare say this spectacle served its purpose well. If you are an enemy of the Protectorate, you will be judged. May we all take heed of such a warning.
You seem on edge. Got visions of your own Death Warden?
One could say. I don't know what's worse. Standing guard against those vile invaders, or the burdens Brigadier Montelli has foisted on me now that he's ensconced in the Vox Relay. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall.
This Montelli sounds like a madman.
Careful. The Brigadier is my superior officer. While our methods may differ from time to time, I wouldn't dare question his judgment. His latest decrees have complicated things, and spilt more Protectorate blood on this land, and added to my ever-growing list of Leviathans to contend with, yes, but such is duty, such is chain of command. Who am I to contradict it?
Has Montelli always been like this?
No. I believe once Brigadier Montelli lost contact with his vigilant due to this accursed war, he too was lost. The Protectorate thrive with strict adherence to order and respect. Unfortunately, when some lose their shepherd, they no longer know the right of things. But others of us, well, we can be isolated on the edge of war and still hold stalwart. Though there are those at the Vox with authority to perhaps sway Montelli. Marshal Corbin is a good man, pragmatic. But I imagine he has his own concerns to attend to. So, as you may have surmised, I am perhaps more than a little preoccupied with keeping me and my troops alive. From threats within and without.
I'm curious, what wrongdoing is Montelli punishing?
Betraying the Protectorate, using the Sovereign's name in vain, overindulging in food and drink, loafing, boasting, belching, and of course, colluding with wrongdoers.
You ticked the last box. Shouldn't you submit yourself for punishment?
But I have not actually done wrong. I simply have the misfortune of knowing those who have. And the Protectorate cannot survive if good subjects are punished so indiscriminately. I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
When you say dispose them, that comes after the trial, right?
Trial. And their crimes are as clear as the Sovereign's blue skies? We may not ascribe to your laws, but do not assume that I think lightly of taking a life. These traitors have committed grave offenses, ones that would be punished without question. It's not at all the same as the indiscretions the Brigadier damns his people for. There's a wide gulf between justice and madness, and many interpretations of the law land on the right side. You see the difference, do you not?
I've been on the receiving end of justice. Madness often overlaps with it.
Then you, stranger, have suffered the very thing I wish to protect the Protectorate from. To my point, our forces on the island are dwindling rapidly. Not just from the fighting, but from treachery. Or from seeing treachery where there is none. I am seeking to preserve our forces by punishing the true wrongdoers. After all, it is rather impossible to uphold one's sovereign-given duties if one is deceased. Now, will you accept my offer, or will you finally get out of my sight?
Maybe. Who are these traitors you're after?
I commend you for your eager interest. I think two traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were... oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable.
Being a turncoat in time of war is serious matter. She deserves worse than a hanging.
There are those who might agree with you. But under my jurisdiction, the form in which justice takes is of little matter. With that matter sorted, I simply require the second traitor in hand, Charlton Weintraut of Westport. It should not escape your notice that we share the same surname. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear?
It occurs to me, shouldn't you hang yourself for letting Auntie's Choice seize Fairfield?
An outrageous notion. Fairfield was never my jurisdiction, and its stewards died valiantly in its defense. They did not submit to the enemy. And look here, the bridge stands. I am through justifying myself. Bring me the traitors we discussed if you wish to cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell. I see you have not brought my cousin to heel. Have you at least seen about Ida?
Bad news, she's already dead. Good news, she wasn't a traitor after all.
What? How do you know this?
The workers said she shouted about her love for the Sovereign and jumped to her death.
Keen as I am to entertain this, am I expected to take traitors and corporatists at their word?
How about Ida's word? She left a note saying she'd kill herself to sabotage the Harvester.
Did she? That is heartening. But intent alone shall not suffice. Do you have proof that she followed through?
I found the severed arm near the Harvester. Is that proof good enough that she's dead?
Let me see that. Yes. Yes! This does appear to be hers. Unfortunately, there are reports of the Harvester having been repaired in the wake of her sabotage. Though her triumph may not have endured, it was a good effort nonetheless. Should Montelli deign to interrogate me for my associations, I'll be certain to inform him of her patriotism.
I informed the Grove workers that Ida meant to kill him. They were horrified.
Ah, now that is pleasing to hear.
Hey, 50 extra bucks.
May that horror disturb their sleep in the nights to come. Well done, you. For your diligence. I'm thankful for the report. Now I just require my fool of a cousin in hand. Be on your way.
All right.
I've been mulling on the information about Ida. Such blessed tidings indeed. But I will not be sated until my cousin is at my mercy.
I'll get right on
Good.
that.
I can't wait to see the look on his face when I capture him.
All right. Fantastic. Now we'll pop on over here. And we can actually get another flaw here. We can get the compulsive liar flaw. Because Charlton's going to let me loot this conversation here.
Look who's back.
Embodies and executes on it. Throughout history, human societies were
Hey
constantly
there, go.
Okay.
balanced.
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss involving secret sympathies and sugary spoils?
Yeah, there's an issue at the bridge that requires a true devotee, someone willing to sacrifice.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. Do tell.
Luxury, the paradigm
Your cousin's executing Annie's Choice supporters. Turn her to our side.
My uncle's child. That side of the family is obstinate and mean. No, I'd hardly risk life and limb trying to convert her.
You know what? Forget I asked. I thought you had more pep and pertinacity.
I possess an overabundance of both qualities, honestly. Yet I value my neck and do not intend to hang.
rightly appreciated.
Alright, fair enough.
Of course. Toodaloo. Hey there. Why, hello again.
So now we're
Any
just
new
gonna do this
if
a
I
few
am not the
times here.
person. My uncle's. I possess an overabundance. Hey, why, hello again. Any new bit? If I am not the person.
Okay, we just
my
want
uncle's. I possess an
flaw
overabundance.
here.
Why, hello again. Any. If I am not the person. My uncle's. I possess an overabundance. Hey,
I'm not sure
why,
how
hello
many I
again.
need to do
Any new bit? If I am not the
exactly.
person. My uncle's. I possess an overabundance. Hey there. Why, hello again. Any new. If I am not the person. My uncle's.
But I
I
did
possess an
test.
overabundance. Hey,
We
why,
should be
hello
able to
again.
get this,
Any
no
new
problem
business?
here.
If I am not the person. My uncle's. I possess an overabundance. Hey, why, hello again. And if I
Okay.
am not the person.
Just
my
a
uncle's.
few
I possess
more
an
here.
overabundance. Hey, why, hello again. And if I am not the person. My uncle's. I possess an overabundance. Hey, why, hello again.
And
if
this
I am not the person.
should give us
my uncle's. I possess an
excellent line.
overabundance. Of course. Hey there, go getter.
Okay, is that,
Can unbalance
is that enough? Yep, there we go. The Earth Director found a flaw in you, compulsive liar. You don't know why you lie, you just do. Whenever you have the opportunity to lie, you must, but you've gotten so good at it, you can lie about anything. In conversations, options that are either lies or end the conversation must be chosen. All skill requirements for lie options are ignored.
most robust ecosystem.
So,
Literally everything I own.
now we should be able to...
Why, hello again. Any new business to discuss?
Okay.
If I am not the person for it, I would be most. My uncle's child.
Okay.
That side of the family. I possess an overabundance of both. Of course. Hey there, go
Perfect.
getter.
So, it just...
Keep
It means
doing your job with
we only have lie option there. The other conversation options are gone. But alright, I'm gonna do some more testing, and I'll see you guys back on the flip side of the Outer Worlds 2 side. See you there. And we're back. Okay, so I was gonna turn Charlton in, but then he disappears. So it occurs to me I might need to get pickpocket before doing that. Yeah. So we're gonna actually... I really need to hit level 8. We're gonna hop on over here. We're gonna see if we can move
By
this
orders
forward.
of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
What is this place anyway?
Oh, jeez. Weren't you paying attention? This is the Automech Repair Center. The name itself encompasses our mission, our identity, and our purpose. And if you weren't already aware of us, I'm guessing you have no business here.
Here's my access pass. Step aside, I'm approved to enter.
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight.
That would be nice.
Oh, and fair warning, watch out for xeranium gas. We sprung a leak.
Sounds serious. Everyone alright?
Nothing too bad. Aside from the headaches, nightmares, missing teeth, and headaches, one more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts. Donaldson runs a tight ship and has zero tolerance for lawbreakers. You're free to pass, stranger. You're free to pass, stranger.
Alright. Well, now we can loot this place. So, look around for goodies. And we have to be careful because Klepto can get us into hostility with this whole place. So we're gonna have to just be extremely careful. Now I want to get on top of that. Kinda doesn't feel like I can get on top. Oh. Just need to get on the barbed wire. Ow. Why am I up here? I don't know. Seemed like a cool place to be. Bunch of empty gun emplacements. Alright. Take some free ammo.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. I don't think there's anything to gain.
Oh. You were talking, sir. You promptly stopped talking. Alright, well, fine. Steal these pancakes. Nobody can stop me. My pancakes now. Oh, next replacement parts. Cool. Okay. My team is causing all kinds of chaos here.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Okay, this is the first area, I think. Those are my regal darts now. It is nice that this place is not hostile to me currently. For now.
The right shifty-looking individual.
You're a right shifty looking individual. How dare you, sir? I am the perfect amount of shifty. Not. I don't think I want this. No, actually, this is gin. It's not medical stuff. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're determined to explore around all the walls there. I'm hoping for all kinds of cool goodies. Oh. We're also hoping for some observation secrets. Yeah, we got a person up here. Okay. It's fine. Steal all your stuff when you're not looking. Prestige soda, that's fine. Okay, we'll talk to you at some point. I'm hoping for the opportunity to like pick some locks or force some things open. Oh, does this go? Yeah. Alright, this is just a quick way back outside. That's fine. Alright. This is fine. We can make our way back around. This place is actually pretty big. Hello again. Don't mind me. Okay, there's a lot of troops. I think there's a path where you destroy this place. Seems a little spicy. We gotta watch out. This klepto is going to get us in trouble if we're not careful.
All right.
And I would rather not.
Shifty-looking individual, if you ask.
You're shifty. Okay, we're cleaning up their dead mechs everywhere. Ooh. It's an item literally right here. Repeating rifle. Just a regular old repeating rifle, huh? Well, it's mine now.
Entering a confrontational state.
Oh, hold up. Hold up. We don't even get, your reputation's been lowered. We got no reputation here.
I speak to you personally in this time of conflict because I know my are no cause for concern.
They are not messing around with me taking their stuff. Security bourbon. Horse loaf. Alright. But seriously, all these fridges are empty?
Such avarice is a rapid.
That's unfortunate. Don't love that.
If we are to continue
Observation didn't clock anything. Toss Ball, 30th Annual Toss Ball Series, Northern 7th Stadium, featuring Joe Firejet Moreno, 10 bits. Professors, buy your tickets now. Okay. Fair enough. Bandolier uniform. Okay, maybe we can get some extra loot out of this bag here. Alright, come on. Extra loot me. Big loots. Big loots. That's what I'm talking about. What? Says I just stole a Peacekeeper helmet. Oh. Ooh, we got things. Okay, hold up. Come on. Big loot rolls here. Unless these can't. We're gonna check them all as we go here. Well, that kind of solves that, I guess. Money, money, money me. Alright, more loot rolls, please. Oh, don't save. Big loots. Steal all that quick. Well, we know that one can loot roll. Come on. Big stuff, big stuff. Come on, game. Okay. Users can apply dozens of different kinds of hoses to this durable jumpsuit, hoses not included.
Bad company.
Nope. Didn't want that. Nope. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Melt those down.
Not sure we should get any closer.
Alright, alright. I hear ya. Caution, liquid Cyranium.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Oh, that's a whole other thing there. Okay. Oops. Lab notes. Experimental log X94. I've managed to consolidate the waveform down to a point where it can be generated by a handheld device, but I need some to project a field using it. One enterprising fellow suggested that the catalytic amplifiers used in Dragoon Automax might serve, and the idea has merit. I'll speak to the Marshal about it in the morning. Note to self. One of the automechanicals wandered in my lab, picked up a crate of supplies, couldn't decide where to set them down again, and just gave up. Later I felt a vibration so hard the dust shook down from the ceiling. Must keep an eye on their behavior. Yeah, nobody minds me stealing this scrap metal. Dense Cyranium. Concentrated Cyranium is most commonly found in industrial settings, regulated, aftermath of warfare, hazardous. Protective equipment is required for closer inspection. Our protective equipment still hypothetical and pending invention, ETA unknown. Lab note, Cyranium in its natural state is less concentrated and seemingly less hazardous. Long-term effects on automechanical circuitry and living tissue are inconclusive. Use with shield device is recommended. kind of thing we're looking for right here. Coated trooper plate carrier. Alright. Okay, can I actually get treasure hunter on this? That's the question. I don't know. You tell me the answer. So far, it looks like a no, but we'll see here. Like 5, 6 more times, just for good measure, I think. Nope. I'm thinking probably not. Container full of grenades is kind of an unusual container. But we're gonna keep trying a few more times here. I'm anything if an optimist. Even when my optimism seems unfounded. And it's starting to look very unfounded indeed. Alas. Okay, just a couple more. Come on. I would like to believe. All right, 2 more. I have a hard time giving up. Yeah, except kind of looking like we don't really get anything extra here. Huh? Oh, workbench. Sweet.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
You're shifty. Intelligent subjects always remember to engage their foes on the left. Good advice.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Oh, got this one too here.
A shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
You guys are repairing nothing. A mixture of heavy metals, incendiary chemicals, and improvised mechanical detonators. Someone who knows a way around these explosives might be able to cobble these parts in a grenade. Someone who doesn't know such things can only appreciate them from afar. Yeah, that's me. I'm appreciating from afar right now. What do we got here? Whole bunch of different stuff. Alright. We're managing to steal everything without causing a diplomatic incident. Now, can I melt this thing without getting the scientist? Oh, there's... Yep. Take that. Do not want to get into trouble here. This is a whole nother thing.
What brings you to this fine establishment?
Caught a piece of shrapnel during the attack. What about you?
Uranium poisoning. Only a mild case, but the doctors are withholding treatment to study my symptoms.
Sovereign's mercy. How do you feel?
Downright privileged is how I feel. Sick with pride, nauseous with courage, and chronically fatigued with honor.
Okay. Okay, we want to avoid taking the medicine right now. let's see what's up with this here. Loader mech is out of order. There's no obvious signs what could cause damage to its frame. Inspect damage. Nothing about the damage seems significant. You speculate that a metal object of equal or greater weight must have been involved. Oh. Well, that's lame. Let's use our observation. Inspect the gouges. Closer inspection, the dents and gouges bear telltale markings of a scrap bot. One of them must jump to top the slaughter mech on its way to the rooftop. Hey, we get some experience there. And that probably just leads us here, I'm guessing. Let's see. Okay, forest love here. See if we can get up here.
Warning. Agent. Irreparable damage to lungs imminent. Exit gaseous. Cloud. Immediately. Hey, we're up here. Why? I don't know. But we are. Yeah, it doesn't
seem to be much up here. Okay, we've explored that medical area, we've explored that. We've gone up there. Check this out. Been in there.
A right shifty-looking individual, if you ask me.
Grab that. Okay. Think. Yeah, we haven't gone in here.
Right shifty looking individual, if you ask me.
We'll leave that stuff here. Chief Mechanist warning. Marshal, the evidence shows that exposure to xyranium gas causes near-permanent corruption in the targeting behavioral subroutines of automechs. Even if we get access to the repair hangar, we shouldn't be sending these automechs to the Vox relay station. I know you have your orders from Montelli and he wants results, but what happens to us when our automechs turn on him? We should discuss this in person. Woodrow. Private Terminal. Marshal Lucas Donaldson. Moral ID XXXX91. Messages. Subject automechanical delivery. To Marshal Donaldson from Marshal Corbin, Vox Station. Hey, it's Corbin. Marshal Donaldson. Montelli is asking again about those military-grade automechanicals you promised, and I'm running out of excuses to give him for the delay. You're entrusted with this facility after your predecessors failed to defend it. It distresses me to imagine loyal soldiers such as yourself suffering their fate. Any update you can provide concerning their estimated delivery would be most appreciated. Sooner rather than later, I hope, or more may be punished as a result of Brigadier General Svek's disposition, yourself included. In faithful service to the Protectorate, Marshal Corbin. Subject, another request from Delphinium. Dr. Bryant has asked me to extract the catalytic amplifier from our only functional Dragoon. I know you ordered us to give her our full support, but I have reservations about dismantling a working automech. I denied her request until further notice. Subject, Wardrow. When the Stamina War is over, I humbly recommend the head mechanist Wardrow Cantos be acknowledged and promoted as a steadfast member of the Protectorate. We may not always see eye to eye, but he is a true asset to the paradigm, and I'm grateful to have him on our side. He would stop at nothing to guarantee victory. Logs. My formative years. There's very little to tell. I was selected to be a warden and attended the military academy. Those days were idyllic. Drilling, marching, maintaining equipment. Good times. By the grace of the sovereign, I was then separated into the officer training track. Leadership came naturally, but I soon discovered my true passion. Officers are given access to the writings of previous high-ranking wardens, and to this day I continue to bask in the treasures that have been handed down through time. On the Euphoria Coast Guard. This fine repair center is the heart of the Vox's automated security, a valuable asset and a valuable target. Sadly, the original stewards failed to defend the facility from enemy bombardment. They were consigned to execution and mental refreshment. Now the Ark is my charge, my burden, my inheritance. Failure is not an option. We're small, but we're scrappy. Wartime strategy dictates that major assets be secured before expanding resources on retaking minor sites. Our enduring presence here indicates that the tide is turning in our favor. Choice quotes from previous wardens. I'm not at liberty to disseminate the full teachings to those of lesser station. I do try to expose others to particularly powerful fragments when and where I can. I know the pearls I cast often end up in the mud, but I feel I'd be remiss not to shine the light of knowledge on the unlearned. I count the following among the most inspirational. Loyalty is life, life is service, words to live by in these dark times. Trust in the paradigm, but check your supplies. More than one officer has not lived to regret failing to follow advice. The true have nothing to hide, the false have nothing to show. Reminder, we're each responsible for the other. Know your worth or find yourself lacking, a phrase which applies to all loyal subjects regardless of their station. Alright. Well, I'm going to split things here, folks. And I'm gonna see what kind of conversation there is to have here. I'll see you on the flip side of the Outer Worlds 2 side. See you there. And we're back. Alright, let's talk to Marshal Donaldson.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and the gas leak, you find us on the razor's edge between reason and panic. Anyway, if you have hands and a will to lend them, I won't turn away help. This gas leak of ours has proven inexhaustible, patient, and insidious. Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution, lest I follow my predecessors to their untimely fate.
What exactly happened to your predecessors?
What happens to any member of the Protectorate who falls short of fulfilling their lifelong oaths of service? Execution for the unworthy, and mental refreshment for the salvageable and the stalwart. Dereliction of duty is a heavy offense, and no lesser sentence will fit the crime. I hold myself to the highest standard, but this uranium leak, it threatens all that I hold dear.
Good luck with that. Don't make it my problem.
You clearly woke up on the wrong side of an asteroid.
How's the situation around here?
The situation is deteriorating rapidly, and I need that gas leak fixed. Otherwise, my automechs might as well be paperweights. While I trust that Brigadier Montelli has everything well in hand, that assurance does not alleviate the grim tidings felt in the pit of my bowels. Loyalty and instinct run hand in hand. I'm a Protectorate man, after all. So why should I be ill at ease, despite our stalwart chain of command and dependable kin at the helm? No matter. My unease is nothing when measured against the strength of the Protectorate.
What can you tell me about this place?
This facility's purpose is the maintenance of automechanicals. When the war kicked off, it became a military asset, and I am its second steward. The old staff should have laid down their lives to repel Auntie's choice. For their failure of loyalty and grit, they were punished, and rightly so. Now, their burden is mine. But I won't allow my unit to suffer the same fate.
You mentioned the Zyranium leak. I'm willing to help.
Speak with Delphinia Bryant. She needs all the support she can get, and I'll spare no resources on this particular problem. Her invention, once operational, will provide you a shield from the worst of the Zeranium. Her workshop is just past our clinic. Once you have the shield, see me about the leak. I'll give you all the details.
What caused the Zyranium leak?
What else would disrupt the harmony of our perfect system? Auntie's choice, of course. A chance shot hit the wrong pipe early into their assault. Zeranium wreaks havoc on automechanicals. Every combat-ready mech in the repair hangar was overcharged and beset with behavioral problems. Further damage soon occurred.
I'm surprised you didn't stop the gas leak then and there.
Had I the resources, I would have sent wave after wave of engineers into the facility until one of them flipped the correct switch. Alas, the tragedy unfolded before my time here, and resources were slim.
Alright, be back later. So we're gonna talk to Hazel here, interim quartermaster Hazel Chapman.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies, talk to my friend the quartermech here.
I take it something happened to the old quartermaster?
Passed during the attack. Got his face melted clean off by this weird goo. And he was one of the lucky ones. Excuse the mess, by the way. Auntie gave us a pummeling a few weeks back. The old wardens paid the price. Where their courage faltered, a little mental refreshment should do just the trick.
I notice you haven't paid the same price.
When the attack unfolded, I was fixing the automechanicals who laid down their gears in our defense. Our leaders failed to do the same, which makes them more cowardly than an automech. I did my part to uphold the Protectorate. Can they say the same? Now what'll it be?
Can I buy supplies from you?
Aw, I really need someone else to test this thing. Tell you what, if you give it a go and have any trouble, I'll be happy to get you sorted.
Alright.
Need something? Or just here to talk?
Quartermaster Automatic.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business.
Let's see what you have for sale.
All wares should be perfectly visible already.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally. Maybe try phrasing the request differently.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable.
Please just let me buy stuff.
Current inventory indicates 0 copies of item designated stuff. Transaction halted.
I see. It's mislabeling stuff as a specific request. I'll have to add additional linguistic support for collective nouns. Look, for now, just use the phrase initiate commerce. It's what I used during the initial testing.
Initiate commerce.
Initiating commerce.
So we have no money. So we'll have to be back.
All right, I admit it. The quartermech still needs work, but perfection requires iteration, as the Marshal says. While he's under construction, come to me for any supplies you might need.
Looking to buy something from you.
Glad to oblige. See you soon, I hope.
Okay, and then we'll pop on in here and talk to the doctor.
Yes. Let's have a look at you. No signs of Zeranium exposure. Or anything else novel or interesting, apparently. Another humdrum workaday ailment, no doubt. Nothing requiring my vast expertise, surely.
You mentioned Ziranium. Can you tell me anything about it?
Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to researching its unique form of matter. What would you like to know?
How do I keep from getting Ziranium poisoning?
Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the Zeranium as quickly as you can if exposure becomes necessary. Come to think of it, there may be some exciting new breakthroughs in the near future. Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from Zeranium's effects, though she was having a spot of trouble last I heard.
What exactly is Ziranium?
Zeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Zeranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined Zeranium is used to power nearly all major Protectorate technology. It's an amazingly efficient power source. However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully. Even minor bumps or jolts can cause Zeranium crystals to explode.
Tell me about the dangers.
Zeranium in its default crystalline state poses 2 risks. First, it's extremely volatile, exploding with an immense burst of energy if upset in any way. Second, Zeranium crystals produce a small amount of gas, which we think helps stabilize its crystalline lattice, but that's just a theory. In this gaseous state, Zeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through a mechanism we still don't quite understand.
Perhaps it damages the nuclei inside the cells of human tissue.
That was the prevailing theory when study of the phenomenon first began, but no supporting evidence for that has ever been found. I can say that what I've seen makes little sense.
The concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could remain in a light haze for several minutes, whereas a dense cloud can kill near instantly. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you unduly. Was there anything else I could help you with?
Any medical supplies for sale?
Don't have much to spare, but you're free to have a look.
Yeah, more decryption keys. You know what? These are super cheap. Physician outfit, Protectorate doctors must be the best in the galaxy, considering their official -1% casualty rate and 300 years of service. Physician cast covers ears, preventing distractions by your patient's scream sound. We'll wait, but I do want to get that. I want to get all the decryption keys first. Hello, Woodrow Cantos.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more cases of uranium exposure. We're a mite bit busy these days.
We're gonna buy some supplies.
You'll want to see the quartermaster. She's right next to the gate you entered through. Under the marshal's office, she'll only be able to sell you our surplus, but you might find some of it useful.
Earlier, was that you arguing with the local marshal?
I'm afraid so, and you were wise not to get involved. The marshal is under a lot of pressure to deliver automechs to the Vox relay station, but I'm responsible for their quality control. If even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the end of me.
What's the worst that could happen?
Zeranium-corrupted automechs open fire on Protectorate soldiers, and I end up in the darkest bowels of mental refreshment.
We wouldn't want that, would we?
No, we wouldn't. The Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right.
All right. Oh, we got a automech to melt here.
Stay true, outsider.
Outsider?
Okay, that was... I might have nicked her with it? I don't know. Yeah. Better. Talk to Delphia and Brian.
Oh, yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want?
I'm Commander, and you are?
Quite busy, as I said, and less pleased for this unscheduled work suspension. Now, did you have some business here?
You must be the scientist Marshall mentioned. The one working on a shield device?
Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
Oh. This conversation is completely different.
Now tell me, are you
Hold
what am
on.
I endeavoring to create?
So I did this
Alas,
before
well-
talking to the marshal. So I tell you folks what, I'll be right back on the flip side of the Outer Worlds 2 side. See you there. And we're back. Okay. So I do want to go talk to the guy up in the tower first here. So let's do that. Subdivisor Dimitri Campbell.
Did the authorities send you? Did my torrent of messages finally convince them of the vast crab-like dangers near at hand? What a relief. In here I thought myself dismissed as a loon.
If you expect me to stand here and listen to you ramble on, I need payment up front.
Ah, good. A captive audience. Money well spent. You must have spied those nefarious crabbles, roiling, rippling, bubbling, and churning out in the water. No one at the facility believes me, but I've seen it with my own eyes. Crabble numbers have swelled as they gather to defy us. A consortium, nay, an army.
Any one of us could be a crabble in disguise.
Oh, you're right. I could be a secret crabble and not even know it. Crabbles are the bane of Arcadia. Strong, intelligent, and superior to us in every way.
Thank you for the warning. I promise to take the crabble threat seriously.
You actually believe me? No, stranger. Thank you. With your confidence and support, I believe the crabble threat can and will be defeated. Remain strong, and together we will outlast the crabble.
Agreed. Thanks for the warning.
Look alive. Crabbles among us.
How's your little crabble problem?
Getting better, I think. The crabbles have seemed less menacing of late. Maybe our resolve has worn down their warlike spirit. Or maybe they're just biding their time.
That could be.
Damn crabbles are getting more ornery by the moment.
I saw one out the window there. Could have been a dead one. Alright. Let's talk to her here.
Oh, yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now, what is it you want?
I'm Commander, and you are?
Quite busy, as I said, and less pleased for this unscheduled work suspension. Now, did you have some business here?
You must be the scientist Marshall mentioned, the one working on a shield device?
Ah, our good Marshall sent you, did he? Well, unfortunately, the device is taking longer than expected.
Why is that?
A number of factors. Zeranium is dangerous, and we wouldn't want a researcher falling victim to their subject of study. The scarcity of volunteers is also a problem. Everyone wants to fix the gas leak, but no one wants to step inside a hazardous vapor. Now tell me, are you familiar with Zeranium gas?
You mean those clouds of fumes around the hangar outside?
One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable Zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about Zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from Zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm.
Sounds useful. How's that coming?
Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components.
I'd be willing to help if you need a hand.
Good, good. Wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions?
Does the gas need to be from the hangar? Wouldn't any Zeranium gas do?
Normally, yes. But on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that.
So this is dangerous. I'm in danger?
Well, of course. Obviously. To that end, I'd suggest choosing a cloud of lesser density for your collection efforts. Lower chance of near-instant death that way. If you suffer prolonged exposure, assuming you survive, see our local medical officer next door. She is highly preoccupied by the treatment of Zeranium-related maladies. I believe that covers all the necessary education for this particular assignment. Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
All right.
Ah, my little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks?
You know what? I should get out of here.
Until a more convenient date and time.
All right. Let's go ahead and grab some of this gas here. Hello there.
Were you successful? I have tests that can be started immediately if so.
I collected this uranium sample as you requested.
What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you squared away. Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user.
Sounds like your entire invention was nothing more than a theory before I came along.
An invention that works on paper is half the work. The other half is simply a matter of sourcing materials and capable help. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside.
I did find some automech parts on your roof. Would they help?
Don't be silly. Automechs, like the human body, are made of many parts. A liver won't do the job of the heart. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier.
What was Chief Mechanist's problem with your request?
I'm sure he's just being cautious. Should Auntie's choice attack us, we don't want to be caught defenseless. No doubt he also seeks to retain an unspoiled automech, since the others are by now riddled with Zeranium poisoning.
Tell me about this Dragoon.
Dragoons are a mainstay of our military. The design has been in production for decades. I had a model of one when I was young. All children did. You must have seen the large automech patrolling the interior grounds. That is the Dragoon.
Are there any other eligible catalytic amplifiers around these parts?
Oh, certainly. They're all in the building blocked by Zeranium gas, which is why we're making the device. I trust you see how that's a problem.
Yeah.
However, I do recall hearing this facility was originally assigned 2 Dragoons. I'm not sure what happened to the other one, though. It was gone by the time I arrived.
Alright, I'll get you a catalytic amplifier one way or another.
Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, be prepared to exercise creativity if needed. One last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed, assuming we survive the firefight that ensued. Well, off you go. Shoo. Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
I'm not having much luck with the catalytic amplifier. Any ideas?
I suppose you could try talking to some of the other personnel around here. One of them might have a lead. Ingratiating myself with others is not a particular strength of mine, but perhaps you'll have better results. Paradigm willing.
All right.
Yes?
Delphine's looking for a catalytic amplifier.
She and I have been over this 100 times. Please understand, The original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't.
There has to be some other way to get a catalytic amplifier.
If you're really so desperate, you can track down our second dragoon. Damn thing wandered up the coast and hasn't been seen since. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear.
What if I just kill a dragoon here and send you after the second one?
First, that would undoubtedly destroy the catalytic amplifier. Second, everyone here would turn their guns on you.
Compelling, much to think about.
You do that. Good hunting. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's work to be done. If you need something, kindly make it quick.
About the catalytic
I
amplifier?
thought I made my position clear. If you want a catalytic amplifier so badly, seek out the Lost Dragoon and take it yourself.
Alright, come on, do it for science.
Be gone already. I wish I could help, but you'll just have to find another way.
I don't think she's gonna have
Welcome.
anything to say.
Need something? Or just here to talk?
What can I do for you this time?
Delphine needs a catalytic amplifier. Any idea where I can get one?
I heard that one of our Dragoon automechs, the second of the defensive patrol, wandered off along the coast. I couldn't spare any of my people for its retrieval. Besides, it was addled with zeranium and useless to the likes of us.
You'd rather risk it falling into enemy hands?
Don't be absurd. That automech was outfitted with superior protectorate subroutines. Its loyalty is beyond all doubt. Besides, Dragoons can be replaced. I'd risk an automechanical any day over one of my trusted kin.
Alright. Well, and we know who to talk to about crazed Crabbles.
You again. Howdy.
Know anything about the second Dragoon automech that was defending this facility?
I saw the whole thing while I was out patrolling the beach looking for crabble clutches. The Dragoon was patrolling as well, and a crabble calf wandered a mite too close.
Were you patrolling or just wandering the beach on an unsanctioned break?
Crabble patrol is a full-time job. Before I know it, pow! Crabble obliterated. At first, I thought I was bearing witness to the first casualty in the Great Crabble War. But the Dragoon finished off the herd, or consortium, or whatever Crabbles have, then continued along the coast toward the landing pad. That's all I know. War has not officially been declared yet, but I'm a patient man.
Okay. We'll deal with that soon here. Alright, you guys know anything? Probably not.
You're free to pass, stranger.
Alright. Okay, before we go, kill the main thing. Kill this dead Crabble we found out about. random dead crabble over here. Problem resolved. Mission accomplished. Success achieved. Yeah, they really took a big hit there. Ooh. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Alright, I'm gonna split things here, folks, and I'll see you on the flip side of the Outworlds 2 side. See you there. And we're back. Okay. This automech appears to suffer grievous injury at the claws and pincers of Crabbles. A small engraving on its armor reads, property of Euphoria Coast Automatic Repair Center. Retrieve an intact catalytic amplifier from the innards of the automech. Strip the automech for parts. Oh, you can't be melted, huh? Okay. That is fine. Nests somewhere out here. Just take another look at them nests. Maybe it was in a different spot that had the nests we couldn't deal with. Okay. We got the converter. Hello, Beetle. Now, eventually, we'll probably come here and kill everybody. But I don't need to do that yet. Now, because I have Zeranium poisoning, she's got something new to say.
Run into trouble? No, don't answer. The indications are all too clear. Fortunately for you, you appear to have a fairly mild case. I imagine you haven't even noticed any symptoms yet. If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask, for medical posterity, and so on and so forth.
I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be.
Wait. I'll tell you what. I'll provide our advanced Zeranium therapy for completing a few questions. That's more than fair. Wouldn't you agree?
On second thought, ask away.
First question. Can you describe the conditions in which you were exposed to the Zeranium?
I was attempting to enter the large building on the far side of the facility.
It's a wonder you're still upright. The emanations outside that building are thick enough to be a death sentence. The marshal's at his wit's end about it.
Any advice on how to get inside?
I'd suggest paying a call to our visiting scientist next door. Purportedly, she's devised a device that can block the effects of uranium gas. All right, next question. How are you feeling? For instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Have you observed any sterility on your way in? Or aching in your thyroid or spleen?
I feel reasonably fine, all things considered.
Well, good for you. Keeping a positive attitude can often aid your recovery. I wish more of my patients shared your optimistic disposition. As promised, you're due a round of advanced uranium therapy of the highest possible quality. Apologies for any severe discomfort you may have experienced in the interim. There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. I would love, be pleased to act as your consulting physician again, should the need arise.
All right.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
So... Oh, variety of replacement parts for automatic internal mechanisms. Catalytic amplifier. This component was used in early Protectorate automatic models to contain the plasma blasts used by their heavy weapons. Newer models operate on a different, more streamlined principle. So, can I get a second one with you?
Yes?
No. Okay. I want to check something as well then. So before I yank this out, what happens if we do the option with him instead? What will it do? I'm very curious now. We're testing live. I'm thinking we can't get two of them. Not that we would need to, but I'm very curious. Oh, the game just crashed. Well, okay then. And we're back. Yeah, I'm not sure why the game likes to crash sometimes. It's very frustrating. Oh well. It is what it is. I desperately need to hit level 10. We're not even level 8 yet. A lot of things we're holding off on as we wait to gain more levels.
If you need something, kindly make it. I cannot abide any effort to weaken the security. Marshal Donaldson wrote that? If the Marshal truly thinks that highly of me, then I have no choice but to live up to my reputation. All right, how's about we get the Dragoon situated over here, so I can extract its vital organ? One catalytic amplifier as agreed. I hate to lose another Dragoon, but desperate times call for desperate measures. Not a chance. Donaldson has done everything in his power to get this facility online. He can't blame me for doing the same. Be seeing you, stranger.
Okay. So, what happens now? I'm gonna guess we can't interact with this mech out here. that's my theory here. My Outer Worlds 2 theory. Alright. Did I even fight any Crabbles out here? I feel like we did. No. Okay. Question resolved. We cannot get two of them.
Yes?
Alright. That's fine.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier?
Here it is, as you requested.
Oh, superb. I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war.
Thanks for the shield, Doc.
Don't thank me. Just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm, same as anyone. Ah, my erstwhile assistant returns. To what do I owe the pleasure? Until...
Okay. Gas energy deflection apparatus. Gas energy deflection apparatus is a gadget that grants you a temporary shield, protecting you from energy or from damage and hazards such as Zeranium. Activating the gadget applies the shield, depleting with damage taken and time spent inside of a hazard. After a duration or enough damage is sustained, the shield will disable automatically. Reactivating the gadget while it's still active resets duration of the amount of shield remaining. Yeah, it can also protect us from damage, which is pretty sweet indeed.
What can I do for you this time?
Delphina finished her device. I got a working prototype right here.
I knew Dr. Bryant would come through for us, but she'd prove her worth as surely as any subject of the Protectorate would. Seeing as you're the only one trained in the use of that gadget, what say you put it through its paces? Make your way inside the repair hangar and find the control terminal to purge the Zeranium. And be careful with that terminal. We don't want the situation getting any worse.
Hypothetically, how would one make it worse?
Why in law's name would you want to know that?
So I understand what not to do?
Good thinking. I suppose if some computational greenhorn left even one of the intake conduits open and shut down the Zeranium flow, that'd be a disaster. Good thing we don't make rookie mistakes in my unit.
Good thing.
Any further questions?
What was that argument about your chief mechanist?
Don't worry about Woodrow. Smart fellow, but his cautious nature gets in the way. Yes, there is some risk that exposure to Zeranium will corrupt our automechs, to use his colorful language. That shouldn't stop us from delivering them on time. I'm sure they'll be scrubbed clean once they arrive at the Vox relay. But that isn't our problem to solve. You be sure and come back once you've made progress on the leak. What can I do for you this time?
Okay. Do you have anything
If
new
you
to
need
say?
something, kindly make it quick.
No. Alright. I do know we should have enough experience now to get more money, which gives us a little bit more experience.
You can't. Heinous.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Without Auntie's choice.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like, our employment contracts will just keep renewing.
Every time I think I'm having a bad day, I just tell myself...
Okay, on... Repair. No? No repair. Come on, team. Give me that sweet, sweet repair trigger. Yeah, there we go. Alright, fantastic.
These riffs got me awful.
You know what? While we're here...
Is reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon punching holes in it?
You know, I'm really starting to feel hopeful about settling here in Fairfield.
Why settle?
Okay, we are really close to a level here.
Sure. How do I do that?
I'm not really sure.
A fair bit of extra bits.
Why settle when you can thrive? Just say it. It feels right.
That's not what I was trying to do. Get some more real darts, I suppose. Alright. I should deal with this bounty quest here. Maybe we can hit our level.
Being this close to DeVries feels like we're finally on track to set the universe aright. Anyway, need something, Commander?
Head back to the Incognito. Need you holding down the fort there. We'll talk to him later about that.
If you're sure. Just try to come back in one piece, all right? The alternative ain't an experience I'd recommend.
Initialize. How may this unit assist you?
Return to the Incognito. Alright. Now it's time to deal with all the little automechs buzzing around here. Not the item I wanted. Although we should probably be using the shield actually. Now that I think about that. Shield is exactly what we should be using. Yeah. Get both weapons reloaded here. Okay, that was painful. How are we doing? Level 16. Okay, we're out of combat. Ow. Crafting. Short rounds. Alright. Oh. Okay. Hermit, your self-reliance has made you an outcast. Vendors are less eager to sell to you and prices are increased. Gain a chance to receive double resources when you break down items. Huh. Don't think I want that yet. I got too many things I need to buy to have the prices raised quite yet. So, I cannot craft anything for a while. Good to know. Good to know. Yep. Oh, I didn't want to come out here. Yeah, not the crabbing tower. Well, I guess this is fine. I wonder if our stuck friend has finally made it out. Probably not. All right. Get shield up. This is a whole thing right here. Oh, okay. The shield did not last against the onslaught very long. Super dead. There's so many of them. They do so much damage. Like, it's tempting to throw a grenade in, but no. Out of there. All right. This is a whole thing right now. The shield is definitely what I needed here. Oof. Yowza. Yikes. Oh, boy. That is a whole thing out there. My gosh. Oh, I thought they were all dead. I'm like, oh, we just need to loot now. No, they're not all dead. I see. Let's retreat. There's so many. This is wild. Okay, 17. And that's pretty cool. Yep, you guys found all the bodies. Congratulations. Nope. Oh boy. I knew that was the problem. They can, like, shuffle to the side. What kind of nonsense is this? Run. Oh my gosh. This is a full thing right now. Just retreat here. All right. This is rowdy. Did we do it? I thought we were done. I thought we were done. Wow. Okay. Objective complete. Now it's done. Jeez Louise. So many. Oh, that container. Got treasure hunter. Good, good, good. My gosh. This was a whole thing right here. Ow. Yeah. Don't have any of those. Wow. That was a whole thing right there. Hey. Hey, trauma kit. I definitely need that. And treasure hunter prot. Killed so many. Welcome, loyal subject. Please select an option. Drone operator log. Test combat flights 001 through 004. We established a temporary base of operations as close to Fairfield as we deemed possible without risking detection. We then began directing small clusters of drones to harass the enemy at random intervals. None of these could be considered major incursions, but we unquestionably garnered the ire of Anti's choice forces there. No, mind that you handled them with great care, as they've been tuned for height and hostility in accordance with their current task. An unintentional drop or a fast movement could set them off. not really anything of note up there. Alright, we got a few to melt here. I think we're all good here. Really close to a level. Got just a few left here. Why am I disposing of all the corpses? Because I can. Why not? I think we just got one left. Alright, first off, back to our ship we go here. Okay. Put the team back together here. That was a whole thing right there we had to deal with. Thankfully, we have survived. And kind of thrived.
Whether it's an orifice or a base, Auntie's choice makes all these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. We supposed to do if we encounter one.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a home.
Alright. Turn in a completed bounty. What enemy of Andy's choice have you brought to justice today? Swarm bounty. Capital job, bounty hunter. No longer will the drone system haunt the borders of Fairfield, nor plague the hollowed halls of the Ministry of Accuracy. Your present rate of efficiency, the war will be over in no time. Oh, we got one of those description keys, too. Oh, I have not leveled here. Alright. And I can't do this yet? No.
I ain't even close to hitting rock bottom yet.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna split things here, folks. I will see you on the flip side of the Our Worlds 2 side. See you there. And we're back. Okay, we're gonna pop into this place here.
I suppose it was only a matter of time until we were discovered. Though what an odd thing to die for. Apples.
Dumb question, but none of you can apparate or anything weird like that, right?
I forget. You invaders are not raised on the same diet of knowledge as we in the Protectorate. How small your uneducated mind must be. Trapped in worthless superstition.
So is that a no?
If you've been the one entrusted to capture us, the invaders have sorely underestimated our ability to defend ourselves. Of course, I know why you're really here. You have come to exact retribution for our larceny at your greenhouse.
Actually, stumbling upon you was a complete accident.
How coincidental. When we've finished here, your fellows will call your death the same.
Why would you ransack the greenhouse?
The greenhouse's stolen bounty offered a healthy alternative to gorging ourselves on that vending machine poison. Alas, I was spotted on 1 or 2 forays.
Poison? Surely you're not referring to Auntie's deliciously caloric bread noodles.
You must have a weak mind to have fallen prey to such dubious marketing. I bet you don't even know half of what's in what you consume. The horror of it.
Maybe you should have left instead of sticking around to starve.
Starving? Hardly. We have greater stores of strength than you suppose. This hunger is a momentary distraction, nothing more.
It's not a matter of strength, but of simple biology.
Do not speak of biology to me, interloper. We are not the same. I am built in accordance with the paradigm. And you are insubstantial, weakened under the burden of choice.
Then why are your hands shaking? Why do you smell like week old salt tuna?
I am merely quivering with rage over this insulting interrogation. And that scent you so subtly pointed out is the aroma of noble effort. Foreign to you, I'm sure.
Thought I saw you disappear in here. Oh. Seems I've stumbled into quite the shindig. You lot been hiding out in here all this time? Touch cramped, ain't it?
So much for your fancy theories.
You've got me there. Nothing enigmatical about a trio of Protectorate stowaways.
The more I listen to invaders blathering, the more convinced I become of the need to rid our fair island of your wretched stupidity by any means necessary.
Not very copacetic, are you folks?
If this exchange is not to your liking, I can accommodate you with a bullet instead.
You really are all brainwashed, aren't you?
Spare me your insults. They mean less than nothing coming from the mouth of a corporate pet.
I'm guessing that means you wouldn't consider joining Annie's Choice?
I would sever my own hands at the wrist rather than sign a corporate contract.
I'll take that as a no. Would you accept being prisoners of war then?
A generous offer. But we prefer to die in the service of the Sovereign.
Clearly, which is why you're cowering in here rather than confronting the enemy head-on.
I will admit, dying like a cornered sprat is not the righteous future the Order predicted for me as a child. But what other option is there? Failure is disallowed. Surrender is treason.
3 more corpses won't make a difference to the war effort. You'll be dying for nothing.
You must think highly of your skills to believe you would come out on top during an engagement. But undoubtedly, there would be casualties. Very well. With so many invaders yet to slay, I would be remiss to relinquish our lives in such an unworthy duel. We surrender. For now.
That was some slick talking. Can't believe you got them to surrender without firing a shot. I thought for sure we'd have to blast our way out of here. Guess I had this mystery all wrong. Small part of me was hoping... Nah, never mind. It's downright foolish.
I won't judge. Tell me.
I lost a... friend in the invasion. A good friend. Thought maybe all this was her trying to send me a message of some kind. Like I said, foolish.
Petty larceny seems like a weird message to send from beyond the grave.
Huh. Well, she always did wrench my funny bone with her pranks. It must seem woeful of me to be carrying on in this fashion, though, don't it? Looking for signs and such.
Sounds like she was really special to you.
She was. Yeah. Oh, that feels good to say aloud. Even if it hurts too. Romantic entanglements ain't exactly encouraged between troopers, especially in the same division. Supposedly compromises our decision-making in the field. But I digress. Thanks for your help. And for listening to my languishments. Glad someone else might remember her now too.
And level up. Heck yeah.
I'm practically a detective now. Wonder what other mysteries around here need solving. Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore. Emmeline will be pleased not to have to worry about her fruits and such going missing anymore.
Okay.
How
many other Protectorate loyalists do you suppose are embedded in Fairfield? Let that thought haunt you. This is but a momentary setback. Why do you linger? Do you enjoy watching us so abased? This is but a momentary setback.
Spare me your falsities. I've nothing to say to you.
What more could you want
I've
from
nothing
us?
to... Spare me your falsities.
Practically a detective now.
Alright. Well, we got a level medical, then lockpick, then we'll do observation here. And as far as perks go, let's get pickpocket here.
Wonder what other mysteries around here need solving.
Takes all.
Alright.
Source.
What do you got, pal? Fantastic.
Knock off the funny bit.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot with pickpocket here. Yeah, and if you're wondering, this is just right inside Fairfield here. Yeah, this is the secret door we opened. So... hold on. We do have some things we can do now.
It's so confusing for us Protectorate folks. Do you mind if I ask
you? Alright. Now, I don't know if we can roll loot rolls here on this. So we already looked at it. And I think it's already set. Yeah, I might try off camera here just to see, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it is what it is here. I'm hoping my observation skill, maybe we find something cool that we missed before. Probably not, but you never know.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back.
Okay. Well, looks like you gotta get a little bit more experience before we can do that. Now I guess we're gonna
Because we get paid to do it.
Yeah.
We need the money so we can buy things.
grab that.
Okay. Then once you buy the things you want, why do you keep working?
Alright. Let's keep trying here.
So we can make more money and buy more things.
Come on. Big loot roll. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any treasure hunter proc here. Okay, let's do like 5 or 6 more just to be sure. Also, how many meg picks do we have? Oh, I got plenty. We're gonna be good. Okay, come on. Come on. I'm pretty sure I already know the answer. We already looked at these, so it locked them in. Is what it is. Okay. Well. A little bit extra XP here. Now we gotta get to level 9.
Manager, a man is not a slice of nanner, Mr. Overby.
Okay, come on. Bypass repair. Nope, no bypass repair. We can get it. We can get on the next one here. Nope. Alright. Come on.
Too much Spacer's Ale. Try Auntie's Choice Pepper Pills. Good for what ails you.
Okay, Val. I really need you over here. Maybe she's too far away.
Too much Spacer's Ale. Try Auntie's Choice Pepper.
Alright. Now let's try.
Good for what ails you.
Come on, Val.
Purple Berry Crunch. Accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic.
No?
With 110% of your daily chemicals and preservatives.
Come on.
Purple Berry Crunch. Accept no imitations. The K lets you know it's authentic.
There we go. Finally.
Chemicals and preservatives.
Bunch of extra experience and money. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Alright. Okay. know what? We should probably at least try a few loot rolls. Just to be on the safe side. I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get anything here. But that's okay. We've made peace with that. Alright, like 4 more just to make sure. And then we're going to need to run around and pickpocket people. It's going to be a whole thing. But a worthwhile thing to do. Yeah. All right. Next episode, we're gonna run around. We're gonna pickpocket. We're gonna see what we get.
Well, now how am I gonna pay off my bar tab?
Oh, see, and look at that. We're already up to this again. Just even more extra money. Love it. Got to pile that money sky high.
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Charm, Zero G and antibiotics.
There we go.
Everything you need to get through your day.
Don't go into
More money in our pockets. Well, I'm going to end the episode here, folks, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you like what I do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!